Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video as a bit of an announcement and a bit of an update into what we're doing and what I've been posting about lately. So it's for any friends and family in particular. They're probably wondering what the hell is this guy doing, and also for anyone watching, anyone following, future followers, anyone looking back on this video as we've grown, and just to provide a bit of context into how we've started this thing and where we're headed. So thanks for tuning in. So the big announcement, I guess, was meant to be that our plan was we were going to sell a house, sell everything up and travel. So we were going to put the house on the market, sell, upgrade our car, buy a big van, and try and travel Australia and just see as much as we could. And I suppose that whole thing, the kids are still at an age where being able to travel and pulling Oscar, the eldest one, out of school, he's only 8, so we were still able to sort of do that relatively easily. The other two are not in school, they're in kindy. Anyway, and so what changed? We finished this pool area behind me, and I think that sort of triggered both me and my partner, me and Naomi, that we really like our house. And we've worked really hard to make it what it is, and it's nothing amazing, it's not a mansion, but it's ours, and we're the ones who created what it is. Done most of the stuff myself from when we bought it to now. So we both just kind of agreed that selling the house was probably a bit too much of a risk, and we just liked it too much. So we're keeping the house, we're not going to do that. So the new plan is to build the Powder Blue brand as much as I can, while spending as much time with my family as I can and getting out there and seeing as much as we can. So there's going to be another video dropping with another little announcement. Hopefully it won't be too long after this video, but the idea is that instead of selling up everything and not having anything to come back to, we're going to try and do smaller trips and just together get out as much as we can. So so keeping the house, and we're going to do smaller stuff, just try and get away for a week or two here and there, maybe a month or something, just depending on Naomi's work situation and the kids and things like that. The big thing, like, Oscar's loving his footy at the moment, so pulling him out of footy was a bit difficult, and there was just a few things that just sort of changed our thinking. The idea is smaller trips, keep the house, and go from there. The other part of this announcement is that I quit my job, and I had an opportunity to stay. I could have stayed, but a friend of mine said to me once when I was running my old business, nothing changes. And that sounds like such a shitty quote. It's a dumb quote, because simple and nothing to it, but it does ring true. Shout out to Brendan, if you're watching. Brendan, from back when I was running the aquarium. That quote, mate, has stuck with me for a long time. It's simple, like I said, might sound dumb, but mate, definitely has helped me a lot in life. And I think sometimes you have to put yourself in a position, you have to risk something or get out of your comfort zone for something to change properly. I think we were culprits of falling into a rut and just doing what was comfortable, just doing our jobs, and if you keep doing that, you're not going to achieve a better outcome or a more successful outcome. Yeah, sure, it would have taken, I could have moved up at the wharf, I could have got a better position there, I could have got a more permanent gig, but that's in someone else's hands, and I don't do so well in that kind of environment. Like, I'm a pretty competitive person, and I'm self-driven. I just feel like I needed to be the master of my own success and my own plan. So that's that other part of, I suppose, what I'm trying to say today is that we quit the job, and I'm fully focused on Powder Blue and building the Powder Blue brand. So a little bit about what Powder Blue is. So it's just purely a lifestyle brand essentially. So the key things are lifestyle, family. The other big thing is just discovering new things. So for us and for me at the moment, I'm all about the water. Love the beach, love the water, love getting out and just experiencing our natural environment, particularly here in Australia. You know, we have such great sort of natural wonders, and getting out there, fishing, camping, just seeing it all, exploring, even just going for a drive, man, and just checking it all out. It's unreal. So we live in a great place here in southeast Queensland, and we got, you know, awesome stuff. It's so close. So I want to get out there and share that with my kids and my family, and just experience as much as I can, as quickly as I can, because you never know. Like tomorrow isn't promised. And hopefully what that does is, at the brand, we can inspire people to, you know, live in a similar way to sort of how I want to approach life. So there's sort of three things with Powder Blue. We've got merchandise, so that's going to be one thing that we'll be dropping. Hopefully, I'm working on that at the moment. The YouTube series, so just try and document as much as we can and share as much as we can with anyone who wants to watch, and hopefully build that following up. And then the third thing is our website and blog. So the blog, a little bit old school, but the blog really is to document the destinations. Like I really want to have a little Bible there of all the places around Australia, even if we do end up doing a bit of international travel, to document the locations and share that with people, so people can also experience these places and what they have to offer. So I want to unpack me quitting my job and what most people would consider a pretty good gig in working down there at the wharfs. A good union job, good conditions, you know, relatively. So the only thing was, you know, I was on call a lot, and it's shift work and stuff, so it can be pretty hard on the family. The biggest thing for me, and what kept hitting home, was just that, you know, life just gets away from you way too quickly. But watching days, weeks, months roll by, and I'm just not connected with my kids, not connected with my partner, just going through the same motions day in and day out, and not appreciating every moment. I'm a pretty emotional fella, and that it all just hit me probably within this sort of a few day period, where I just had a lot of thoughts around, you know, life and you know, the way that we approach life and the way we approach time. And I have a little bit of regret when the kids were a lot younger. I mean, they are very young still, but you know, Oscar and Indy, particularly Indy when she was a lot younger, just working in the business that we had, and just completely being, you know, unaware of the things that are happening, missing family events, missing birthdays, not holding birthday parties, not being there for all the cool stuff that the kids are doing. And then I got myself into this job and found myself doing this exact same thing. So I don't know, it just it all hit me, and I've decided that now is the time for change, and now is the time to try and attack something new. And while that, like I said, while that is some would consider that very risky, you know, as long as you're willing to sort of work hard, making money, it's not that difficult. What's difficult is trying to get back time with your kids, with your family. That stuff never, you know, you're never going to get that back. That's limited. So to unfold more on the whole thing is, you know, a bit risky, quitting your job and all that kind of stuff. So fortunately, I am in a bit of a position where I can do that. Give the biggest thanks to my partner Naomi. She's going to continue working. She's probably a bit more conservative than I am. I just said, let's just quit. I was really the one pushing to sell and go. She, like I said, a bit more conservative and probably a bit more level-headed than me. Friends of mine have sort of said maybe I have some ADHD. That's a conversation for a different time. Anyway, I just think that risk, I don't see it as risk. I just see it, like I said, if nothing changes. The outcome is going to stay the same. We're going to keep achieving the same results, and we're never going to get anywhere. I feel like if you talk to any successful business person or anyone who's lived a long life, they will tell you, if you're not willing to put something online, sacrifice something or risk something, then, you know, everyone would do it and it would be easy. So I'm not afraid of that, and I'm willing to accept the consequences of failing with that, and pick myself back up and start again if I have to. So looking back on life and not having any sort of regret or what ifs or we should have done that, you know. A few other things like you know, friends and family getting sick and passing away, family getting older, friends, you know, with something happens in their life, you know, whether it's an event or sickness or something, and their life just turns upside down at the drop of a hat so quick, and you just never know when that shit can happen. And I'm not willing to gamble that. So I'm willing to gamble, you know, our financial sort of situation in a way, but I'm not willing to gamble time. It's funny how your values can change as you experience stuff too. If you asked me a few years ago about the same thing, I probably would have had a different answer for you. But as time goes on, and like I said, watch my kids growing up and time just literally slipping through my fingers, you know, it gets put into a different perspective, and you just, you know, your values change. And yeah, it's definitely eye-opening, because a lot of stuff's just out of our control. You know, you never know what's going to happen in the world, and the plan is to just go hard and enjoy every moment and squeeze every drop of life out of this thing, and really enjoy every bit of time I can get with my family. So if you follow us on all fronts, you'll sort of get a bit of everything. And stay tuned, because like I said, I'm working really hard on this stuff, and you know, we're going to be dropping stuff here, there and everywhere. So like and follow everything, comment, and just support. If you want to support us as much as you can, that would be awesome. We really appreciate that. Anyone, family, friends, other people who have tuned in. We're only a small moment, but we're going to go hard and grow this thing, and yeah, and go from there. So peace.